Hello, everybody out there on YouTube. My name is Forever King 116, and I'm here today to talk to you about the Smallville episode Patriots. I really enjoyed this episode. It wasn't bad. It wasn't. It wasn't. It was more. It was like it was in the middle. You understand? It wasn't bad. It wasn't. It was. It was a good episode, but it wasn't. It wasn't like outrageous. It was like in the middle. So I kind of really liked it. It felt like a regular episode. I really enjoyed it. It was about it was more about the heroes coming out to the light and showing their faces because the government wants to start this vigilante registration act. So it was just basically they was trying to reveal all the heroes. Everybody that they don't know is a hero. You understand? Aquaman returns. He got a girlfriend now. Well, a wife. Sorry, he got a wife now, and she good. She good looking too. She ain't half bad. She's kind of outshining Lois a little bit today. I was kind of feeling her. I really was. So let me get into it. You know, the government's trying to stop these vigilantes from doing the job that the government's supposed to be doing. They're trying to maintain order, and they're using the vigilante registration as like a cover up for things like just to make sure that they can keep these vigilantes under control and at the government's use. So Clark and his crew don't know what's going on yet, and ever since the vigilante law has passed, Clark and his friends, his heroes, were trying to figure out like what's the government's real agenda with this registration act. So they use Oliver as the guinea pig to check it out and see what happens. And Lois always going off, getting herself in trouble, being nosy. That's her job. You know what I'm saying? Uh, After that, after like Lois went to to one of her father's superiors and was talking to him, figuring out what they was about and what they was gonna do and this and that and the third, and Lois being slick, took a couple of pictures of the facilities that they had. So after she took a couple of pictures or whatever, she brought it back. You know, showed Tess the fucking the photo of the guy that's gonna be running the registration act, and you know, and giving you off his background. You know what I'm saying? And the whole time, like they sitting there in the elevator talking. They don't know. They both don't know each other. Know that Clark is the Blur. Like they don't like Tess doesn't know. Lois knows that Clark is the Blur, and Lois doesn't know Tess that knows Tess that knows Tess. Sorry about that. Lois doesn't know Tess knows that Clark is the Blur too. So they over here playing like I don't know whether she knows, but I'm gonna keep it quiet. So Lois tries to stop Oliver from fucking try to stop Oliver from signing the paper, but she's not successful at all. She misses her chance, and now like the government escorts Oliver to the facility, to run some tests on him, see if he's human. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like everybody that's a hero or a vigilante might not be human, and they just trying to make sure like they know their weaknesses and all that bullshit. So, and another thing, like, I was kind of pissed at Lois because it was like Lois got upset at Clark because he didn't want to tell her that he was thinking about registering for the vigilante shit. And I was thinking to myself when she was having that conversation with Oliver, I was like, bitch, he ain't got to tell you nothing. Like, You should be lucky he told you he was the Blur. Like, you're not even supposed to know he's the Blur. In the comic books, you are dead ass not supposed to even know he's the Blur. That's just it. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to even know. When Clark started working at Daily Planet, he wasn't supposed to be. He's supposed to be Clark Kent. She was supposed to just be me and him, and he's supposed to be Superman flying around, and she don't know he's Superman. That's how it's supposed to be. And then she got upset about that shit because he didn't want to say, man, listen, y'all in a relationship right now. There's gonna be some things he gonna keep from you. That's it. You already know he's an alien. You know all the important shit. Why you want to know this? Why you want to be so nosy? That's why I was just upset at her. Like, stop being so fucking nosy and upset about nothing. You're not even supposed to know. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to know shit, bitch. Just like sit down somewhere. Mind your business. You know? I don't understand that shit, but Oliver put her ass in places like, listen, it's not that serious. He's like, look, it's not that serious, you know what I'm saying? Stop getting mad at Clark. You know, Clark, he has a responsibility. He's going to do his responsibility. You know, you ain't going to help him do it. You ain't got no powers. Fuck out of here. Like, you ain't got no skills or nothing. You just write, you sit down at your desk and write stories. But, you know, Clark, he doesn't really talk to Lois all day, and now she's getting all mad and upset and pissed because Clark doesn't let her know where he's at every 5 minutes in the day. Like, he's supposed to pick up the phone from Saving the World, like, look, listen, baby, I'm saving the world right now. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. You know, he's not supposed to be doing that, you know? You'll see him when you see him. That's it. Then she went and chased this nigga down in Miami. The fuck are you doing down there? Like, go back home. What do you... Clark he deal with too much shit. When it come to Lois, she be bullying him. Another thing that kind of it was funny, but it kind of made me mad too. That I thought Aquaman and Clark was gonna fight. From the way Clark said, "You ain't going nowhere," I was like, "That's right, Clark. You tell that nigga get the fuck back over here. Don't walk away from me. You tell that nigga that shit. You Superman, nigga. Who is he? Fish boy with his aqua bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that shit, Clark. I thought he was gonna fight, and then here we go. Somebody gets to jump on Clark. That shit made me laugh. Like, are you serious? Are you fucking serious, Clark? You're Superman. You can hear from 10 miles away, and you can't fucking know that aqua bitch is standing right over there and slap you with a wave of water? Are you serious, Clark? What? Anyway, like, I'm so used to him getting, like, fucking caught up. It's not even funny, but, you know, she calms Clark ass down, throws him in that water, he tight, and, you know, they have their little conversation, they understand what they supposed to be doing, and then, here we go again. They fucking Aquaman and Oliver are trapped in one of the facilities that are active at that point, and fucking they're trapped, locked down by the general. I also was upset about this shit too. I was a little bit. I'm like, Oliver, you just finished doing all that workout. You know what I'm saying? You looking diesel as shit. You know what I'm saying? It looked like you could fucking pick up a nickel with your bicep, nigga. Just, like, you can do all that shit. You're super strong. You got great reflexes and shit like that. And you telling me you let this old nigga just knock the shit out you with his, whatever the fuck that was in his hand. Slap the shit out of Oliver with that shit. And that was it. I was like, how the fuck you... Like, if a nigga hit me like that, I'd just be like, on some shit. Like, that'll get you angry, that nigga hit you from behind, and then you'll still be standing. But it took him one good hit. It's not like the nigga hit him twice. He old as shit, so I know his arm wasn't that good. But Oliver got... Like, it felt like everybody was getting a jump on. Like, everybody was getting caught up. Like, Clark getting fucking sidetracked by Aqua Bitch. Oliver getting slapped around by old nigga. And fucking Aquaman getting chained up by old nigga too. Like, I understand that. How you get caught up like that? How somebody get the drop on y'all and y'all the superheroes? But Aqua bitch comes to save them, or whatever the case is. She comes and saves them using her aqua powers, control the water, or whatever the case is, and busts the tank that Oliver Queen was dunked into by the general. And the glass shatters, and she uses the water to rehydrate Aquaman. So Aquaman gets all diesel on this nigga and breaks the chains. So this nigga runs and turns on the fucking self-destruct sequence. And I was laughing I was like, yo, this nigga about to blow up everybody, even his fucking self. He don't even have no way out of that shit. And here comes Clark. Nature boy. You know what I'm saying? He's just walking down the hallway trying to be all Man of Steel shit. I was like, yo, that's right, Clark. You walk down that fucking hallway and you let that nigga know who the fuck is boss. He said 2 words to Clark and Clark started walking. The way Clark was walking down the hallway made you seem like he was gonna do something. So the general fucking shot Clark like 3 times, and it was a great. I like that moment. Like he was all, you know, Man of Steel like for a minute, and then here we go, Kryptonite Cage. Like, come the fuck on. I was like, are you serious? I ain't see Kryptonite all fucking episode. Now you want to show the Kryptonite and Clark sitting there looking like an idiot. Like come on. Like, I was kind of upset about that shit. I was like, what? Kryptonite Cage? Where the hell did this come from? How did they know Clark was gonna be in that? That's what it made no sense to me. How did they know Clark was gonna be in that spot? How did they know the blur was gonna come and be in that one exact spot for that case to work? That shit made me mad. So like, I was like, how do they know that he's gonna be? Imagine he would have came from the other hallway. Then what? But I get what they trying to do though. But it don't matter. Yeah, it was a good episode. I couldn't complain about it. Like, it was great. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's getting the drop on, and we seen Aquaman, Fish Boy, and Aqua Bitch slapping Clark around like a damn fool he is. I was kind of upset at Lois because she should mind her business. You know what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with you. Go and report shit. Go find something to report. You know what I'm saying? Report about Groundhog Day or some shit. Go do something with your life. You know what I'm saying? Clark got big boy things to do. Leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, she too involved. Like, that's exactly why Clark. Like, if Clark don't remember, he was dating somebody that knew everything, and that bitch got hung in her damn barn. Like, I know y'all remember that shit. Like, it was him and some media infected girl that can teleport places. You know what I'm saying? And she could teleport places, and she done got her ass in too deep, and then got her ass hung in the fucking barn. I shook my head. I was like, and he was pissed about that shit, but anyway, it was a good episode. You know what I'm saying? No complaints. It was a great episode. Everything I just said about Clark getting the drop on, and you know, those are all funny points of that episode. But I really enjoyed this episode. I will do another video review on next week's episode. Next week's episode kind of looked kind of dumb to me a little bit, not too much. I'm a little interested, but I'm really like skeptical on how good this is gonna be. But we'll see what happens next week. All right. I'm still thinking about another show to do. I figured to do like a show that just came out that has like that definitely might have a next season, because some of these shows are like in their last season. I don't want to do a show that's in its last season. Smallville, I wanted to always do a Smallville seasons episode thing, but it never worked out. But I'll talk to you more about that next video. Peace.